Cleveland County, North Carolina. A tranquil and picturesque land of gently rolling hills, small farms and pastures, deep forest. Situated in the shadow of the nearby Blue Ridge Mountains. A key part of Cleveland County is the Broad River. It flows from the mountains and empties into the Atlantic tidewaters. For Native Americans, it was a pathway from the foothills to the sea. Near Boiling Springs, 1,500 acres of the river have become part of the Broad River Greenway. An aggressive attempt by the citizens of Cleveland County to protect, preserve, and enhance the natural and cultural resources of the area. The Greenway is a widely used resource for horseback riding, fishing, picnicking, and simply enjoying the variety of birds and wildlife that visit its banks. Beneath the bucolic beauty of Cleveland County, there is another reality that is not so attractive. There are 7 Superfund sites in Cleveland County. A Superfund is any land that has been contaminated by hazardous waste and had been identified by the Environmental Protection Agency as a candidate for cleanup because it poses a risk to human health and/or the environment. The Superfund site of the Celanese Corporation Shelby Fiber Operations on Highway 198 in Shelby is still active. A brownfield is a former industrial or commercial site where future use is affected by real or perceived environmental contamination. There are at least 3 brownfields in Cleveland County. RT Textile Building on Metrolina Drive, Rogers Theater on East Marion Street, and Doran Mills on Polkville Road. Oil storage tanks or containers, or equipment that contains fuel oil, hydraulic, or lubricating oils are also environmental hazards. There are some 445 tanks and spills found in Shelby and Cleveland County. This is but a sampling. Is a person, business, or organization that puts harmful substances or waste into the water, air, or land that causes damage to the environment. There are at least 15 identified polluters in and around Shelby. Some of these include Metals America, Doran Mill, Curtis Wright, Ballador Electric Company, Concrete Supply Company of Shelby. These are but a few of the designated polluters in Cleveland County. Coal ash is the toxic remains of coal burning and power plants. It is full of chemicals that cause cancer, developmental disorders, and reproductive problems. It poisons our water, and it kills fish and wildlife. There are 2 coal ash basins in Cleveland County. Located at the Duke Power Cliffside Stream Station Roger Energy Complex near the Broad River. Up the mountain in Asheville, there is another Duke Power coal ash basin near Lake James. By 2020, Duke intends to move some of the coal ash to a lined landfill in the Cliffside plant in Cleveland County. Yet as recently as March 2016, there was concern expressed by area residents that the coal ash from the power plant may have contaminated sources of drinking water. In January 2017, heavy rain caused stormwater with coal ash to run off Rogers Energy Complex and reach a nearby creek in Mooresboro. Though the company said the leak was quickly stopped, state officials continue to investigate possible contamination. In February and March of 2017, there were a series of public meetings in Cleveland County to address the concerns about the Duke Energy coal ash basins, especially their effect on groundwater. Protecting the environment in Cleveland County is important because man-made disruptions to ecosystems can cause lasting and irreparable damage. Pollution in land, air, and water creates dangers for both animals and humans. Ultimately, one may argue that we have a moral obligation to the land and all its inhabitants. It is our calling to be responsible stewards of the world that has been entrusted to our care.